Guys, it has been a rough week for me. I found my very first gray hair right up here, very first one, and I decided that I was sick of looking at all the dress pants in my closet and that were from my corporate job like 7 years ago. And I just wanted to either, try them on. If they fit, I'll put them somewhere where I don't see them all the time. If not, just get rid of them. And I tried them on. None of them fit. It was like a little fairy snuck into my closet and made all of my pants a little bit smaller. I tried pulling them up, and as soon as they got to my hips, they just didn't budge at all. So it's been a rough week, but I will say, if this happened when I was back in the days of my struggle with my relationship with food and my body image, this would have sent me into a complete just tailspin. I would have freaked out. I would have just been like, oh, the damage is done. Screw it. I may as well, go eat whatever I want to eat, not even think about it, just kind of go crazy with food. I would have felt terrible inside from all of the self-judgment and criticism and comparison of myself to old me. How could I have let myself get this way? What's wrong with me? What have I been doing? It would have just been awful. And then I would have eaten to self-soothe all of those feelings too. But instead, I didn't do that. I was able to just, see it for what it was. You know what? My body's changing. Yeah, I'm not a 25-year-old anymore. I'm going to be 34. I think it's, 34 in like 2 weeks. And our bodies naturally change as we get older. There's a lot of things that come to play. There's a lot of factors going on. Old me would have been like, well, it's about exercise and food and willpower. You just got to eat less, exercise more. There is so much more that impacts and affects our weight than just that. My eating habits have really not changed at all in maybe 10 years. So clearly that is not the problem, and not even saying it's a problem, right? Since our bodies do naturally change, we never know what they're supposed to be at any given day of our lives. So instead, I was able to look at it from a place of compassion and be like, you know what? Yeah, your body's changing. That's okay. It's nothing bad. There's nothing wrong. Maybe think how you might talk to a friend of yours who told you the exact same thing. What would you tell to her? And then how can you tell yourself that? How can you give yourself that compassion, that kindness? And then, maybe you have been noticing that your eating habits have been off, or you have been under extreme stress lately, or you haven't been sleeping as well lately, or you've been eating your food really fast and not paying attention to it, or you've been skipping meals more often, not giving yourself enough food. There are so many more things than just eating less, exercising more that are impacting your weight and what it is on any given day. Plus, if I were to stress about it and beat myself up about it, that increases my cortisol, which also promotes fat storage, which actually will put me in more of the opposite position that I'm hoping to get in. I want to just continue to focus on how I can treat my body in the best way possible, and have the ultimate goal of health and happiness. Here they are, on their way to the donation pile. So again, I'm focusing on making choices, making decisions with my ultimate health in mind, with my ultimate just how can I feel good? What would feel good in my body? So when you're having times like this, maybe you're trying on some clothes and they don't fit very well, have grace, have compassion with yourself, and ask yourself, what does your body need right now? How can you best honor and take care of your body with the ultimate goal of health and feeling good?